So the first issue can be romantic relationships end. Relationships are so significant to past life regression that you can separate it into 3 categories of relationship issues, and all 3 of those will still make the top 8 of the key issues people will bring to therapy. So clients will come to you when a relationship is ended through divorce, through the actions on the part of the other person, or from them, or through separation through some way. This can leave our client with emotional residues. There can be sadness, anger, resentment. There can be mental residues. There can be limiting beliefs. Nothing ever works out for me. I'm not for love. Relationships aren't worth the pain. So this can lead them into continuing conflict with their old partner, or they can take these residues and they can infect their new relationships, or they can block them from ever forming relationships. So past life regression in this case can help them reframe things. It can help them heal the wounds that they got through the end of the relationship. It can help them bring closure so that they can be more present in the now and move on and have new healthy relationships. If a romantic relationship ending is applicable to you, you could use this as a presenting issue. So there is attached to this video an audio that you can use to have an hour-long session where you'll be able to experience some of the concepts that we mentioned in this video so that you can have a past life regression focusing on romantic relationships that end. So you can download that audio and listen to it after you've watched this video. Within the category of a romantic relationship ending, there can be 3 subcategories. Our client can be mistreated and feel anger and sadness. They can mistreat others and feel guilt or regret, or they can cling on to a relationship long after it's ended. When our client's been mistreated, they've been cheated on, betrayed, abused, or hurt by their partner. They can have an anger or desire for revenge to hurt them, or a sadness and a desire to avoid future relationships and hurt themselves. When they've mistreated others, they can feel guilt or regret. They cheat, betray, or abuse their partner. They may regret leaving and try to get them back. They may have moved on but feel guilty and bad about it. They may feel angry and sad towards themselves. When people cling, the relationship can end without blame on each side. They weren't mistreated or didn't mistreat to a high degree. They can be separated by death or some circumstance, yet our client can have difficulty letting go, and that blocks them from getting on with their life. The past life causes can be multiple past lives where people either continue the same pattern from this life, they just keep acting and reacting in the same way, not learning and growing or moving on, the pattern's repeated. Or you'll regress to find opposite lifetimes where the roles have been reversed. So in one case, our client's mistreated. In the past life, they were the mistreater. So you'll discover relationship drama and mutual pain across many lives. The presenting issue is romantic relationships in this life. You'll often find the relationship drama will take us to other soul close relationships. They may be romantic partners, but just as often they won't be. They will have been family, friends, colleagues, or rivals that are bound in a similar pattern of action and betraying, but it often won't be romantic. The past life bond can be when people have been mistreated, they vow to get revenge or they give up on love. When they're mistreating, they'll try to punish the other one or themselves. Or when they're clinging, they'll want to come back and continue to repeat. So we can break these bonds of time. We can release the anger and the desire to hurt others. We can release the desire to hurt themselves or be isolated by saying, I believe in myself and love. For the guilty and regretful, we can release any guilt or regret or desire to punish themselves. When they're clinging to the past, we have them accept whatever happens. So they say, I can move on and accept if my learning and growth means I can walk the same path with that person, or if I can walk a new path with others. We can look at the frames and reframe. Clients often come with a one-sided frame based on what happened in this life and about their interactive karma. Our client did little individual action themselves, but they were on the receiving end of others' actions and deeds. With past life regression, we get the other side of the story. In the present life, the story seemed unfair and incomplete. With past lives, we can realize it's already balanced. So when your client was mistreated, we can say, In past lives, the roles were reversed. You mistreated them, so you may have already had your revenge. Yet all that did was lock you in a relationship drama and mutual pain across lifetimes. So you still have this as a presenting issue in this life. So now we release any desire to hurt them or yourself to be free of cyclic suffering. When people feel excess guilt or regret, we can notice and say to the client, people with a desire for punishment tend to receive it, but many times more than would have been required to even things out. It's almost certain that you have suffered enough. You don't have to invite excess, inappropriate suffering or invite others to play a role in punishing you. We can notice the frame of those clinging to the past. You have already spent so much time together. You've played all roles as romantic, friends, family, and resolved many things. You may yet have more years together in this or future lives. Or more likely you have already done all that you needed to do in past lives, so no more is needed to be done in this life. With this frame, there can be a new intention and action, a vow and a plan. The session becomes a present life causative event for positive future effects. So for those mistreated, we can say, everyone is accountable for their own actions. Karmic justice will be done without needing any judging or punishing from you. There's no such thing as getting revenge. Whatever they did to you, you probably did it to them too. You can free yourself from anger towards them or sadness that limits you. Now it's safer to go beyond that cycle so you forgive them as they may forgive you. For the guilt or regret, justice will be done without your guilt. You've probably already caused yourself to be punished excessively in multiple other lives already. Now it is safer to go beyond that cycle so you forgive yourself and release them from their role of making them your punisher. For those clinging to the past, if they have moved on, they are continuing to learn and grow. If they have moved on, they are continuing to learn and grow. You might need to meet again, you might not. But if they continue to learn and grow and you cling to the past, you don't increase the chance of meeting again, you reduce it. You can be grateful for the chance to meet again and to say goodbye, and the chance to close a door from the past so you can open a door to the future.